What's up, folks? Alex here in the west end of Toronto at the intersection of Roncesvalles Avenue and Howard Park Avenue. I just got off the 504 streetcar. Took it a very short ride from Dundas West Station. Didn't take me long to get here at all. And yeah, it's another nice summer day. Well, summer-like day because, it's still spring. Same temperatures as yesterday, so now it's around 22 degrees Celsius. Today being Tuesday, June the 3rd, 2025, and it is 1:25 p.m. And it's a little bit hazy because of the smoke from the wildfires out west. But after yesterday's walking video, which was kind of a fluke, I'm still gonna post it anyway. I thought it would come down here instead to Roncesvalles Village. And this neighborhood has a Polish presence. It's actually one of the largest Polish communities in Canada. And I've been here many times, but I just wanted to check it out again, because this is also a thriving area in the warmer months, especially. And yeah, as I just said, it's nice outside. It's probably gonna get even hotter by as the day goes on. But the only reason why we fear that is because of all the friggin' wildfires in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. And remember 2 years ago we had to be aware of the air quality because of the wildfires in northern Ontario. But we're currently up there. And in Manitoba, it's pretty bad. But luckily, it hasn't come down here as yet. If so, we gotta be on high alert, because the air qualities can be very bad to those with underlying conditions such as asthma and many others. But right now, the air quality is low, at least. Just not in northern Ontario. We're talking about like Thunder Bay, Kenora, then out west to like Winnipeg. But the real impact zone is in like Flin Flon. That's all I know. But all the way up in the northern part of Manitoba and Saskatchewan. And First Nations people aren't pleased with how the response is going. But hey, at least we are safe here for now. It's almost quiet here so far. It's barely anybody, aside from all the people that are walking here, there's not much vehicles. Okay, now there's a few coming. So I'm on the west side here of Roncesvalles, or locals call it Roncy. I'll probably cross to the other side as at some point. I wanted to start at Howard Park, because if I start at Dundas, I'd be out for a while and I'll be sweating my freaking ass off. So I'm gonna try and walk as slow as I can, so I could show you guys the businesses here, the stores. This is a underrated area, I should say. Not too many people elsewhere in the city often come here. I know every September they have a Polish festival here along Roncesvalles. But the only reason why I came here is because, it's not even far from Keelsdale. So all I had to do was take the 168 to Dundas West and then the 504 King down here. Or I would have just walked from the subway station. I'm not sure where I'm going to go next. I really don't know. I don't know if I want to head back downtown. I know Yoshi was live. He caught up. I think Kyle and Boom caught up with him. But then, before I got off the streetcar, Yoshi texted me saying that he's got to get some business done in Vaughan. But I didn't really want to meet with anybody anyway, so just a day to myself. And also, I was gonna hang out with. I was gonna get together with Alicia and make a few videos, because it's. Okay, well, the video I did at the Hudson's Bay store Sunday, yes, that was one. I edited that and got it up and running last night. But I want to do like a walking video, but unfortunately, due to personal reasons. I think you guys all know what is happening. I just don't want to say it. But unfortunately, there's been some sketchy things going on in the community. And yeah, we had a very close call Friday while we were with Sapan. I'm not going to mention this guy's... Oh yeah, well, I already did. Yeah, I did. I made a walking video later that night by myself. But we're not going to get into it. Just got to enjoy life. But Alicia wants to stay inside for safety, so... But we had like a long conversation on the phone about it. But we're fine. Don't worry. Check this out. That's very retro. It's a European bakery. Hey, I got some ice cream yesterday. Brought it home. Some Nestle, which is pretty good. I also like Chapman's, which is a Canadian, but Chapman's is kind of expensive. But nevertheless, really happy to be eating ice cream. Especially, it really feels like summer. Here's Westminster Avenue. The homes here are kind of old. But hey, you'll be happy to see that there's no freaking condos here. It's not like elsewhere, where they always want to build some generic ass condos or mixed-use developments. If we're talking about like transit-oriented developments, okay, fine, I guess, because many of the Ontario Line stations are they're gonna have these TODs. Right, you have the convenience of living right next to a subway or LRT station. Right, for my area, I'm gonna be next to two different lines. Well, actually, I already am. It's just one part's not open yet. But speaking of which, while I was on the 168, I go on the news, and I see on CTV that Doug Ford has made official the Eglinton LRT Line 5 opening in September. And yes, September is 3 months away, so I think that makes sense. But I'm feeling all the feelings right now, and I'm going to wait until I make a video where I react to that official announcement. So they don't have a date yet, but we're very, very close. Mr. Ford did say that they're going to hand the line to the TTC in literally a couple of weeks and then do all the final testing. In fact, as I was coming back from Etobicoke, I went to Mount Dennis Station and I decided to record some YouTube shorts. I'm not a fan of making long compliments anymore. It just takes a lot of time. That's why on my shorts, I always make these short clips of subway trains, buses, and LRVs, and that's gonna be the new norm going forward. Because I'm not really that much of a filmer like some of you guys are, but I'm proud of what I do. So yeah, means something. But I have mixed reactions as a York resident, so I need to prepare myself to make as many videos as I can, because I'm going to be documenting the line before and after opening, especially on its connecting bus routes and then riding the LRT at different times of the day. It's going to be exciting, don't get me wrong, but it's something that we should have been going with for like at least a year or two now, but getting closer, and once they have an official date, I will make a video reacting. Oops, almost stumbled. I'll make a video reacting to that announcement. There's that mural right there of a CLRV streetcar, although I swore there was another one, because during the COVID days in 2021, one of my first videos, when I actually had a proper gimbal, I was walking up here on the east side, and I see another CLRV mural. I wasn't sure if there's like two of them or one was painted over. I have no clue. This was 4 years ago, but I've also walked here since several times, and sometimes I just can't remember. There might be an elevator to film in this area. That's gonna be, obviously, that's gonna be after I'm done this video. There's the Polish parishes. And is that the Pope? Yes, Pope John Paul II. It was erected by so this monument of His Holiness, Pope John Paul II, was erected by the Polish community to commemorate his visit to Canada in September of '84. And then to commemorate the second visit to Canada in July 2002 to celebrate World Youth Day. Yeah. Well, since John Paul II, then Pope Francis, and then he passed away last month. Now we got an American Pope, Leo, from Chicago. Look, we got an infrastructure vehicle here. They probably do like the wiring and stuff. I'm not too sure, but it does look very familiar. So, shit! I wanted to cross over. I might just do that right now, even though it's blinking. But that kind of went off automatically. So. All right, and now we're on the east side. Oh, someone's playing an accordion. I mean, it does sound very European, so I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm gonna end up at right the intersection where King meets Queen Street, the Queensway, Roncesvalles, and then the pedestrian bridge that goes over the rail corridor and the Gardiner Expressway over to Sunnyside Beach. I'm not really gonna go there. I gotta think of where I want to go next, because I go downtown too much. I know. I repeat the same shit over and over again. Maybe it's on this side here, where it has the wording Roncesvalles. Okay, now there's even more people on this side because they have all the stuff here. The thing is, though, if I take the 504, I'm gonna be, well, the 504 is diverting throughout the summer because of construction at King and Church. It's gonna be diverting via Spadina to Queen, then down York to Richmond or Adelaide, and I don't want to have to deal with that, so I might just do the 501. Unless I think of another idea, I might take it to a different area down west, further down east. Galley Avenue. It's mostly got businesses here on the east side and homes on the other side. This weekend, I'm supposed to go to my cousin's Emily's house in Newcastle Saturday, but I was told they're sick, so I'm not sure. And then they gotta do Westfest on Dundas, and I want to go there myself with Liam and who else, but see when they're available. Looks like we might be in for a jam-packed summer in terms of like getting together with fellow YouTubers, my friends, and then getting ready for line 5, of course. I need to be mentally and physically prepared for that because I'm going to be running it every day. I'm going to be seeing so many people. Again, I'll probably believe it when I see it. Blue line cheese. All right, so looks like we're getting closer to Queen. I see the McDonald's. I already had lunch, so no need to worry about me. You know, after my walk at Colonel Sandstone Park, I went to the Tim Hortons. Well, I originally went to the one at Humber College, but they didn't have my cold brew, so I went over to the one inside the Rabba Fine Foods, and they did have it, and it was pretty good. I had it before. It's nice. Although the texture is very similar to, like, you know, a freaking iced coffee there or whatever. Starbucks changed their menu, so they don't have the caramel apple. I don't know how Vasily, either he bamboozled me or maybe he just didn't know. It's all right though. I got a nice coffee from there on Saturday. I gotta think of other ideas. I want to see if I could try other things from Starbucks. As long as they don't give me like a freaking black coffee, because that tastes bitter as hell. We're doing good for timing. 17 minutes into the video. Now we're approaching the Parkdale neighborhood. I've already done a video along Queen West in Parkdale, Harvard Avenue, and right behind is the Roncesvalles car house, the streetcar facility. And then literally just a block away to the west is the St. Joseph's Hostel where my cousin Richard was born. I think it was St. Joseph's. I've been in this building before.
Oh, except
Yeah, you can see a streetcar exiting the facility here.
Was one of the 8 presidents from a New England state. The others named John Adams, John Quincy Adams, John Quincy.
And you can see a bit of a tobacco in the lake. Here's the intersection where 4 different streets meet. That's crazy. Well, now it's on the 504. Even if I wanted to, I could just hop on that streetcar right now, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I gotta see where else I should go. Good thing I started at Howard Park, because if I started at Dundas West Station and Bloor, it would have been a while. It would have been a long while. Babe, the streetcar was there as soon as I got off the bus and it left. And I was on, of course, so. Again, a little bit hazy because of the smoke, but it's pretty much nothing because it's not even, you can't even feel it. Got a cop car coming our way here. Oh man. Wow. I wonder where it's responding to. I'll give you one quick look at the at Roncesvalles, and then I'll wrap up the video. Yeah. Right here. And there's St. Joseph's. I guess the majority of their extensive work is done at the Leslie Barns, all the way at the other end of the city. They do some maintenance and they storage the vehicles here. Take good care of them. Anyway, that's it for this one. So I'm going to think of other ideas. Not sure where I'll go next, but thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Adios. Stay cool. I need to drink some water. I have it in my bag here. Anyway, bye-bye.